everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kimberly. I am a full-time seller on the Poshmark app. You can find me on Poshmark at Pretty Pink Hanger without the I. I'll have that link down below as well if you want to check out my closet. Okay guys, so today we are going to talk about sharing on Poshmark. There are three major, most important ways that you can share on Poshmark. That'll be sharing in a community, like sharing community shares other people's items, and then you can share your items into parties, and then you can also just share your items in general to your followers. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is community sharing and why I think that it is honestly very important to do community shares. So what community sharing is like I said, that's sharing other people's closets. So you're probably thinking, well, why do I want to share everybody else's stuff? I want to sell my stuff, right? But what that does, it shares the love. Sharing is caring on Poshmark. It really truly is. Sharing is caring. Poshmark is more than just an app to sell things. Like, it truly is a community. And so when you share other people's items on Poshmark, 9 times out of 10, they are going to come right back to your closet and share your items as well. That is one, bringing them to your closet to look at your items that now they're going to share because they want to share, you know, and help you out because you shared theirs. So now they're looking at all of your items while they're sharing your closet, and they might just find something that they want to buy. And then two, you're not only are you bringing whoever you share to your closet, when they share your items, they're now sharing to their followers. So for me, for instance, I have 80,000 followers. I've taken a long time to build my following, and there's still plenty of people out there with way more followers than me. So now they're gonna share it, and you know, they may have thousands of followers who are now gonna see it and may come to your closet just from that. So that's like when I share somebody else's closet, I'm helping them, one, because a lot of times when I share, that's when I find the things that I'm like, oh, that's really cute, I want to buy it, is when I'm sharing somebody else's. So hopefully in turn, that's what somebody will do to your closet and your items and want to purchase them when they come. It's so good to see that, like, hey, I'm gonna go share 10 items of yours, and then that person comes back and you're like, thanks man, I'm gonna share yours too. Like, it's just, Poshmark is a really great community, and I love it. I love being a part of it. I really do. So definitely want to make sure that you are sharing other people's items. Moving on to the next type of sharing, it is actually sharing into parties. So this, I will say, I don't do as much as I think I would like to. I'm not the greatest. Poshmark is really good. They will send you notifications when a party is being hosted. I'm not always the greatest at being on there within the time frame that you need to do the parties, but I still think that it is really great when you are able to share the items. So what parties are, Poshmark will set a theme. So you can have, for instance, like the party might be hosted from Poshmark from 12 to 1, and between 12 to 1 in this party, you can share all children items, or you might have a party that's all springtime items, and so everything you have that you would wear in the spring, you would want to share to this party. And so people are they're sharing their items and they're shopping these parties, but it's also narrowing it down. Like, you know, there's so many categories. There's men's clothing, children's clothing, there's types. They'll do like activewear where you can have like all, you know, Nike, Adidas, all kinds of stuff. And so when you share your items, now people that are going to this party are gonna see, and most of the time that they're going to the party to the shop, it's because they want what's under the theme of the party, obviously. So when you're sharing your items to the party, then that just increases it on somebody actually buying it and actually seeing it. Because these parties, like I said, I'm not as good at it. I definitely, that's something I want to get better at. But like, they're very popular. They are very popular. You get thousands and thousands and thousands of people on this thing, which I know you can blend in, is what it seems like. But it really, once everybody starts sharing and getting together and sharing your things and you're sharing everybody else's, it's crazy how much your items really do get seen and aren't actually saturated like you may think. So definitely post to parties if you ever get a chance, because that's a prime selection of specific items. and that's sending people to that, and it's thousands and thousands of people at one time in this group. Once the party's over, like that's it, like everybody shared it. So definitely hop on that and make sure that you are sharing to parties as well as also community shares. And then the last one that I'm going to cover is self shares. To me, this is the holy grail of Poshmark and what you need to do and how to get your items seen, and it is the most important, in my opinion, way that you should be sharing your items. So you definitely don't want to leave your items to just sit in your closet. You never want to post and never think of it again. I mean, it can possibly get sold. I will not say never, like I won't say never, but your odds of selling that item have gone down significantly on Poshmark if you don't share it. So what I do, I actually try to share my closet multiple times a day. 3 to 5 is what I really like to do. Sometimes it's a little harder, and as I get more inventory in and I have more things to share, it's definitely a little more time consuming, but it's so worth it, because when you can go to your closet and you'll see your items and they'll share in exactly what order that you do them. So I always start from the very bottom of my closet and I work my way up, unless I'm wanting to rearrange or kind of, change up my item layout a little bit on my Poshmark page. Then I'll just start from the bottom and just share each item as you go all the way up to the top, and then you'll have your closet in the same order that you had it prior. And like I said, I try to do that multiple times a day, and that just gets you put back on the top of Poshmark's feed. That's getting people seeing your stuff. It's refreshing your closet essentially. And so every time you do that, that's posting it for whoever just logged on to see it as brand new. And it really truly is the most important way to get your items seen, because that's also going to be when people community share. They're going to see your items getting posted at the top, and then they're going to share your items, or they're going to see it, or they're going to buy it, or they're going to like it. So you definitely want to make sure you're sharing your own closet. Like I said, you want to do the community shares and you want to do the party shares, but at the end of the day, we are here to sell our own items. So definitely make sure you share your own closet every day if you can. At least once a day, every day if you can. It's usually the first thing that I do when I wake up every single morning, and usually the last thing that I do before I go to sleep. So at the very least, I usually make sure to get one in the morning and one at night at the very least. So it tremendously helps. It gets everything seen. It gets your items out there. And then two, as a shopper, because I obviously shop on Poshmark as well. I don't just sell. I love to shop. I love to spread the love. So as a shopper, when I go to somebody's page, I'll actually look to see when the last time their item was shared. And because to me, that signifies whether or not they're active, whether or not I'm gonna get my product. Because I don't want to order something and it shows that, they haven't shared this item since September of last year. That's going to say to me, well, they're probably not really on here too much. So if I pay and I order and I buy this item, if they're not active on the app and they don't ship it out to me, then I've got to wait 3 days for Poshmark to automatically cancel the order. And it's a mess. It's a mess. So I will not shop from people that haven't, in the semi-recent future or present or whatever, in the semi-near, if somebody hasn't shared it recently, that's what I'm getting at. There we go. There's my words. So if somebody hasn't shared it recently, then I will not purchase it. So I think of that as well when people come to my page. I want to make sure that they know I am active on this app. When you order from me, you're going to get your item. Like I pre-package everything, like it's ready. Like it is ready to go, and I want my customers to know I'm on here. Buy from me. Like I'm active. I'm waiting for you. Like I want to service you. So I just think that's another important aspect of self-shares is it tells when you last shared your item, and it just shows that you're active and you're doing it. You're here for your customers, that you're gonna provide and you're not gonna slack and they don't have to wait. Because just like when you purchase something online, the moment I hit buy, purchase, whatever, I go straight to the window and I start waiting on FedEx to roll up with my baggage. Like, that's the way we are. We're Amazon Prime time and we want our stuff now. So sharing your items and making sure everybody knows you're active is so helpful, because I won't buy from somebody that's not active. And so I would assume most people as well are not going to buy if you're not active. So you definitely want to make sure that you are self-sharing. That is the most important thing that you can do. You want to get yourself out there. You want to get your own items out there. You want everybody to look and everybody to shop with you. So make sure that you are doing these 3 shares. Do not just list your item and leave it. Do not. You are hurting yourself. You are hurting yourself. So like I said, just make sure you do these 3 shares. Community share, share the love. Sharing is caring. Help other people out and they're going to help you out. Make sure you try and catch those parties when you can, because that is a very good time of having specific items and having thousands of people looking at those specific items at one time. And then of course, always self-share. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching my video. Please give it a like if you haven't already. Also subscribe down below. Again, I'll have my Poshmark closet linked in the description below if you want to go check it out. So yeah, just thank you so much for watching my video, and hopefully my tips and tricks can help you out and help you along in your Poshmark journey as well. So see you next time. Bye guys.